First and 10. Gibbs was in motion. Outside it goes. Laporta gets by Josie Jewell to the pylon. It's available and had it.
Melifano with that right arm coming over the top. He has it right in his hands. But watch that right hand. The fist comes in and just punches it. They go back to the left side, and once again, great blocks by the wide receivers down the field. Laporta on the edge, sealing. That offensive line should be proud of their performance. 106.
Goff. Laporta, touchdown. You want more of it. First and 10, Gibbs. Oh, like a rocket. There he goes. He gets around Surtain. Into Luck. Breaks that tackle. Look at him. All the way.
Man. That game. The Lions game today was
sensational.
Shout out to Future. Let's ride. Right, yeah. Okay. So, first and foremost, I just want to address, a lot of the crowd, the comments. We're going to lose out. Same old Lions. You went in full-fledged. I mean, the diabolical panic SOL crap that you always give, right? Well, you were wrong once again. And it feels great to rub that in your face. So, right now, my prediction still stands true. We absolutely obliterate the Denver Broncos today. I told you guys in my previous video that they just were not the team that you thought they were. So I tell y'all to get y'all face out of those stats all the time and these percentages and these PFFs and all of this crap y'all be into. Watch football, bro. If you can't watch a whole game, try to go and get some good sophisticated clips of these teams and see what they've been doing. Like I said, just taking a quick look at Russell Wilson, he just wasn't, he wasn't impressive in those victories. So like I said, man, it just from end to end, we absolutely destroyed them. We came out a little wonky on the offense, but we made some adjustments, and that's where Ben Johnson made the adjustments for Jared Goff to be successful, because he was able to get that ball out of his hands quicker. And that's where he flourishes. You know what I'm saying? We've seen that. If you guys remember back with the Raiders game, man, this game was similar to that. Obviously we're going to have a better day because we're inside. We're at home. It's Saturday night here at Ford Field. And Jared Goff is much more comfortable in that situation. We're not outside playing in 30 degrees cold weather, or some rain or some snow. We all know the elements is usually where the issues lie when it comes to a quarterback in Jared Goff. But today he was sharp. He was crisp. Cleaned his game up after those first couple of possessions, man, and just got himself into a rhythm. And the offense went right along with him. I know that Ragnar was a sight for sore eyes for Jared Goff today. It definitely showed. But, just the O-line in general just looked so much better. We were able to open up some gaps and holes for those guys, Gibbs and Montgomery. Man, it just created everything. Amon-Ra St. Brown today, over 100 yards. Bounce back game for him today. Laporta, multiple plays, touchdowns. J-Mo. J-Mo, absolutely amazing today. Goff did overthrow him on the pass and underthrew him on the pass before that. But, when the ball was catchable, he caught it. Caught an amazing pass at the end of the game, too. Jahmyr Gibbs is a video game. I swear to you, watching him run the ball today, it felt like I had made a mistake and pushed the fast forward button on the remote. That's how fast he looked at times out there on the field. Tough runner. Yeah, he's a smaller guy, but man, toughness out there. Tough, hard to tackle. And man, I mean, just the offense in general was crazy today. Crazy today. And then when you flip coins, my guy Aaron Glenn dialed up everything that you can think of. He threw the entire house at the Denver Broncos, man, and it was beautiful. Beautiful. This is what happens. Remember, I always scream and holler at y'all. If we had a pass rush. Well, listen, today we were able to get away with sending the house. We were able to get away with sending the house today, and it worked out well for everybody. Because when you do have a pass rush and when you're getting to the quarterback and the quarterback's not standing back there for 5, 6, 7 seconds, all the secondary and everybody behind the D-line are going to look great. That's just how football works, man. That's how it works. You know what I'm saying? So listen, I don't even know what else to say, man. I mean, from offense to defense to even special teams, we were just Dan Campbell and his coaching staff, they deserve a round of applause for being prepared for this game. Listen, he was worried about Sean Payton trying to embarrass him. Well, we embarrassed the Broncos and Sean Payton. So, shout out to the coaching staff. Total different game as far as clean. The penalties, we wasn't getting the flags that we've been getting over these last couple of games. It was just, end-to-end beauty today. And, like I said, yeah, it is the Broncos. I get it, right? But at the same time, a bad team, especially a bad Lions team, would have lost this game. We're not a bad team. We still have some more building to do, but we're not a bad team in the slightest bit. You know what I'm saying? So we're a good football team. We're trying to become great. We're trying to build and get there. We're trying to take that next step. We're letting our rookies develop, our second-year guys, all of our young guys. We're trying to let them become stars. We're trying to, use what we have and what we have available right now. And, man, this is why I say, man, if we got this guy, that guy, you can propel things forward a little bit and take a real shot this season. But we elected not to do that. And like I said, I can respect that. I can respect that because the expectations this year was to get in, win the division, and get in. So I can accept that. But at the end of the day, after the season is done, we got a few more pieces to add so we can really compete. So the scenario goes, the Vikings lose today, the Lions win today, and if the Seahawks lose on Monday Night Football versus the Eagles, the Detroit Lions clinch a playoff berth. We know the main goal is the division, but the underlying goal to make the playoffs. We haven't been there. You know what I'm saying? So, that's big time for us. I truly do believe the Eagles are going to stump the shit out of the Vikings. I said the Vikings. I'm sorry. I'm thinking about the Vikings. The Seahawks. That's just, it is what it is, right? Speaking of the Vikings, the third string quarterback, we play him twice. So like I said, I think we still going to beat him twice. Man, we got to take care of business. We can't have no hiccups. Take care of business, man. Run away with it completely. Take care of business. Put your foot on their neck. I don't even care if these games didn't mean nothing. put your foot on the Vikings' neck, so when next season come, they can remember that your team is not to be played with. You know what I'm saying? So, man, I'm so happy with what I saw tonight. It was so refreshing because these last 2 weeks have been torture, especially with this fan base. So shout out to all of the coaching staff, man. Jared Goff, clean, did his thing today, 5 touchdowns a day. Great. This is what we want to see everywhere. We want to see this on the road, out in the elements, against the top teams. We want to see this there. We want to see you take leadership in this team and propel them to where a lot of people don't believe that we can go. Let's just be honest about it. When you look at media and a lot of these outlets and a lot of the stories that's been written, we still have that fraudulent tag, and it's rightfully so. I can't argue with it until we beat these top tier teams. We're beating good teams. We have to beat the top tier teams. And we have an opportunity to beat a team in the Cowboys before we finish the season, which is, man, it's going to be a uphill battle because those boys are playing some football. So it's going to be interesting to see, Jared Goff over these next couple of weeks and, see what type of performance we can get out of him. Hopefully we get the best of him like tonight. This is the great part of Jared Goff. We only question certain part. If you followed him since he played with the Rams, the question with him was, can he beat the very top teams without everything going great with the adversity? We want to see him pull himself through the adversity and lead his team to victory. And that's what we want out of our quarterback, especially when we get ready to talk about money, coming up soon and everything else. That's what we want to see. You know what I'm saying? So there's nothing wrong with that. It's nothing wrong with saying when coordinators are, disappointing or whatever else, as long as we're not talking about fire him. You know what I'm saying? When Jared Goff is disappointed and not playing well, as long as we're not talking about trade him or get rid of him or everything else. I give my lashings to Jared Goff respectfully. I know, the way that the game of football is played, so I'm not going to sit here and just bash the man to death. I'm just going to point out the concerns and the things that we want to see improve. There's nothing wrong with doing that with your team, with players on your team, with coordinators, with coaches, whatever you want to call it. But just be respectfully. Just don't jump off the deep end. And that's one of the biggest problems with this fan base. We have that PTSD where we just jump off the deep end. I mean, good Lord. We lost that last game. Good. I had to disappear for a minute. Jeez. Like, we going to lose out the rest of the season all over the radio station. Can't even listen to 97.1 because people calling in talking about we going to lose all the rest of the games. We going to go back into that SOL and everything else. You know how it go. So, yeah. But with that said, man, great victory tonight. That's my instant reaction to this game. And, I'm looking forward to hear what you guys thought about the game. So leave it in the comment section. And, man, let's enjoy this Victory Sunday tomorrow. That sounds weird to say. Victory Sunday tomorrow. And I'll see you guys this week. Peace.